Hello. This is Mr. Josephat Kashindi Andreas, the founding president of Namdin's Investment CC and the host for the Namdin's Infotainment YouTube channel. Today is the 10th, Monday the 10th of November, 2025, okay? My telephone number is plus 264 81 37 60041. Okay, that's the telephone number that you can reach me on. Okay, first of all, let me just appreciate each and every one of you, the the subscribers and the watchers of videos on our YouTube channel. I just want to tell you to say that what you are doing is invaluable. And the fact that you've subscribed to our channel, I just want to give you a shout out of, of just appreciation, to appreciate you for being part of our Namdin's family. Okay, so continue subscribing. If you are seeing this for the first time, maybe you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel or you've seen our content before, but you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just hit the subscription button below there. Turn on your notifications and make sure that you share the content. Just copy a link of a video that you're interested in, send it to 10 people and just ask them to subscribe the same way like you did. The reason why I'm asking for people to subscribe, I know we have over 1,700 subscribers at the moment, but that is a very minuscule number, okay? That is a very small number. Because we want this YouTube channel to really have a serious impact on the lives of people. We do a lot of things on this channel, but today the objective of this video is basically to just register, I don't know how to call this, whether it's a disappointment or it's a shock. Well, you can't really be shocked. Human beings are very, very interesting individuals. So, the title of this video will probably be, okay, I'll think of the title later. But the reason why I'm recording this, why I've recorded this today, is just because we've had a few cases of people. You see, in terms of the visa business that we do, where we help people who want to relocate abroad to countries like the US, Canada, Australia, the UK, the Scandinavian countries, Finland, Belgium, Luxembourg, Sweden, the Netherlands, and so many other countries, Germany. I'll just mention a few of those countries because there are so many countries where we send people. Germany, France, Spain, any other country that you might think of, we can help you to do the visa. We provide a visa service where you come to us. You pay us a small amount of money, then we take over the whole visa process, whether you're going to study, whether you're going to visit, whether you're going to attend a business conference, whether you are relocating for good or you want to get a job in that country and then you want to leave Namibia or Africa. And I'm saying Africa because we've also sent people from Zimbabwe, Botswana, Angola, South Africa, that have gone through us and they have gotten their visas through us, and we've sent them to different countries around the world. Yeah, so I'm saying all this just to to register something that I found out this morning. We have a lot of people coming to our office, right? And they come to our office and they make an appointment. They sit with us and then we tell them, okay, this is that is now the initial contact that we have with them. If they have attended any of the public meetings that I have been running around in Okahanja and Windhoek, mostly, I've only done that in Okahanja and Windhoek, where we call up people who are interested in relocating abroad and then they come to a venue, live, face to face. Then I do a presentation for them on the type of visas that we do and how we will help them. We give them a chance to ask questions and things like that. And then the ones who are now financially ready to take up the plunge, then they come to our office. We usually make an appointment with them. They come to our office to see where the office is, see us in person, see my other business partners and the people who are running the office and the workers who are working there. And then We sit down with them and then we go through now the personalized, because you see the presentation that I do, the public presentation, is just general information that I'm giving out. I can't discuss specifics of each country and specifics of each person's need, each client's need, and things like that. So usually people come to our office, and then when they are done, when we sit with them, then we talk about their specific needs, and then we give them the information as to what they need to bring with them after they've paid, of course. But of course, we have the first meeting usually before they pay, because we usually don't want to accept anybody's money until they have seen us in person at the office, so they know where the office is, in case something happens and tomorrow they have to come and follow up or something like that. We want people to see our office. And the main and primary reason why we also have a running office for the last 8 years, we have been in the same office, paying rent and paying water and electricity in Marua Mall, in the mall, upstairs. You go with lifts and things like that, going through security, okay? All these things, I'm mentioning them just so that people know that when you get scammed out there by scammers who are out to get your money and they're not going to help you, we are different. Okay, there are no scammers who can be renting an office for 8 years in a building, in a high price building, in a mall, okay? In Windhoek. So we are also trying to do this to differentiate ourselves from the scammers out there, so that people will not think, oh, these guys are scammers as well. That's why we don't want to take anybody's money until they've been to the office, they know where the office is, they've seen us in person. Okay, I've specifically said that so many times. So I've had a case. Sorry, I've had 2 cases of people who were sent to us by either a relative or a friend of theirs who has already gone through our office to get their visa, and that person, let's say they are in Canada or in the UK, in the US. Then that person sends a number to maybe a sister or a friend or somebody they know. That person sends my number, that is, to that person, and then that person comes, calls me, oh no, I was referred by this person that you have already helped, who is already in the US with their visa, and then I'd like to come so you can help me as well. The person comes to the office, we agree on a date, they come to the office, we sit down with them, we tell them, okay, these are the information, the things that you need to give to us. First of all, you need to go and pay your money. This is the account number for the company. Okay, and as we also don't take cash, we want people to have a trace of the money from your bank account, where the money is coming from, to my company's bank account, so that there is proof, there is a paper trail of the money, so that you have proof also. I have proof that you on this date you have sent how much money to my company, okay? So that is the reason why we also don't take cash, okay? So a person comes, we book an appointment, they come to the office, we sit down with them, we discuss their specifics, we tell them, okay, these are the options you have. We give them proper advice on how to do the visa thing for them, all right? And then the person leaves saying, okay, no, my money is ready, I'm going to make a deposit next week, or maybe end of the month I will make a deposit, all right? Because we don't start the service before the person has paid, because we have already done that before in the past and it didn't work, because you know how human beings are. You start the process, the person changes their mind in the middle, and you have already committed some of their money that they paid you to certain things. Because once we get your money and you give us the authorization to say, okay guys, you can now start, the first thing we do is we start looking at, okay, where do we do the application first? If we're applying for you and we need to pay the money, the visa money, for example, first, maybe it's an online application or whatever, we take the portion of the money from the money you paid, we pay it. So now if we have done that and then 2 days later you come back to us, no, you have changed your mind, you don't want to go to Germany anymore, now you want to go to Spain. Spain money maybe is more, Germany is less, and stuff like that, yeah? So now we have a situation where we have already paid your money to the German people or to the Spain people, and now you are coming back to us after a few days to say you are changing your mind, you now want to go to this other country. So that's why we do this thing, so that people we don't run with queries, because it takes long for us to go back now to an embassy and say, look, we have paid this money for this person, they are not going anymore, they don't want to go anymore, refund, you know? Because not every time we have another person who is going to the same country, so that we can just say, okay, transfer that money allocate that money to this other new client, not to the old one anymore, or something like that. We can't do that. And most embassies, they don't like those queries as well. If you pay your money, you pay your money. and you're not getting a refund. Most embassies, they don't refund. In fact, every embassy, I've never seen an embassy where you pay for a visa and you get a refund. You pay that money, it's gone. Whether you pass or you fail or you change your mind or whatever so all those things. I'm just mentioning all these things so that we all are educated enough, we educate ourselves enough from, excuse me, so that we avoid those mistakes, okay? So, this person, these two people, I've actually got two cases of people. The person gets the information and then they go. Now, they did not actually come to us because they wanted to pay us money for us to do the visa for us. They just wanted to fish for information and then go and try themselves. As I'm talking to you today, I have a person that I met at one of the embassies who came to us 2 weeks ago, and they were supposed to pay end of the month. So after we gave them the information, they just went quiet. When I write them SMSs to say, okay, how far are you with the documents? Because there are documents that, like the form you need to fill it in and return it back to us after you have paid, so that it comes with your proof of payment. The person is just quiet. Today, a contact of mine from one of the embassies calls me and says, there is a person here, okay, who just got declined a visa, but I thought this person had come. Because you see, us, we have a very serious system. So sometimes we get all the names of the people who are going to that country, and then we run them by our contacts inside the embassy, that particular embassy. And then we say, okay, can you check up on these people if they have any criminal record, not criminal records, if they've been maybe deported before, they have been denied entry and things like that. So we do those things. Because you have given us kind of that is part of the preliminary checks that we do, is the checks and balances, the due diligence that we have to do as a company. We do those things. Now, if your name is found there and you're applying a loan, and now, like last week, I had asked about your name to just verify certain things with the embassy. And sometimes we also verify to see, okay, check up this person to see if they will be, if they are eligible for a visa, if they can get a visa, so that we can, when we prepare you, we know, okay. And there are people who came to us and we eventually told them to say, no, don't try the US embassy or don't try this embassy because of A, B, C, and D. Try this one. If you really want to go and you don't want to wait maybe for that one, for that problem to clear. And we ran that information to by our contacts who are inside the embassy. And because of that, now somebody calls me to say, oh no, I've seen somebody that you had sent a name for them to us a few weeks ago to check on them, and that person came to apply for a visa and they got denied a visa. I have two cases like that, but one case was done today, the 10th of Monday, the 10th of December, the 10th of November, 2025. That is why I'm concerned. Now, let me tell you why it is not a good thing to do that, okay? Number one, when you try to go to an embassy and you are ill-prepared, you are not properly prepared, you are running a risk of failing. Like I said, for us, we have our contacts who also help us, in the embassy. So you are running a risk of all that help just because you don't want to pay a small amount of 27,700. 27,700 is a very small amount of money if you know why you are going to that country where you are going. Because most of those countries where you are going, if we get you that visa by paying us that 27,700, and you go in the first month when you start working, and you are almost guaranteed a job. Like I said, we have a very good system. We have people who are helping us on the other side to help you to get a job faster. So that's why we have people who have gone to, say, for example, to the US, and some of them just took a week to get a job. Others took 3 weeks. Others took 1 week. Others, we have cases of people who've taken 2 days. They arrived today, Monday, Tuesday they rest, Wednesday they are starting work. Sometimes it's because of the contacts that we have. So you are losing all those things just because you don't want to pay the 27,700 that we're charging for this thing. Okay, so that person now was denied a visa. So when you are denied a visa, that one, number one, it says that your name is already, how do I put this? Your name is, you have already tarnished your name because it was your first time to attempt a visa for that country. those people will now, every time now when you are asked, in all the embassies that I know, there is a question that says, have you ever been denied a visa or deported or whatever? So you are going to have to tell people to say yes. And when they say yes, when you say yes on that form that you are filling in, they will then ask to say, which country? Then you have to put the truth. If you don't put the truth, these guys, once you put your papers, your names on those forms, and you fill in to go for that is public information. The U.S. Embassy shares it with the Canadian Embassy. They share it with the British Embassy. They share it with different embassies because they are bound to protect the integrity of their own countries and their systems. So because of that, now, instead of paying the $27,700 and just come through the nice process and then get a visa, and remember, for us, when you come through us and you don't get let's say, for example, something happens and you don't get your visa, depending on the reason why you didn't get it, if you came through us, we are also at liberty to still to help you to try again without charging you too much money, to try other countries where we can see again that you can get to. For example, we will be able to send your name now to the Australian Embassy and say, okay, our contact who is there, can you please check for us this person if they are eligible for an Australian embassy, and give us the percentage of whether it's an 80% chance of them getting the visa or not, or whatever. And then they run the whatever they have to do there for their system, and then they do that. You see, that is why it is not advisable to come and fish for information from us. So what I'm saying is, people come to our company and then we give them information. Now, my business partner and I, we haven't gone to discuss this with our company lawyers yet, but my business partner and I have kind of decided to start charging for consultation. When you come to us to sit with us for the first time, we are going to have to come up with an amount of money that we give you to pay for consultation. Just like when you are going to the doctors, before you see the doctor, before the doctor sees you for you to tell the doctor that you have a headache or whatever, you pay a consultation fee. The lawyers do the same thing. You open a file with them, then you pay a consultation fee before they see you. Okay? It's not strange to a business, especially a consultancy business like ours. Okay, so we are looking at introducing that very, very soon, so that people can pay for consultation. When you come to us for the first time, you need to pay us already the consultation fee, which is non-refundable as well. All right, so that because we spend a lot of time. I mean, some people come to our office and we spend 2 hours with them, only for them to run off and go and use other services. Because some people also, we've also had cases of people who came to us, they got information, and then after they got the information, they just went quiet. Eventually we heard, oh no, this person tried a visa somewhere and then they failed, you know. But most of the people don't pass because the information they get is not complete. When you pay that $27,700, it involves a lot of things. I just can't mention everything now because this is a video that is going into the public domain. But if you sit with us, we are going to be able to tell you to say, okay, part of the money that you are paying goes here and there and there. Okay, so that you have a better understanding of that. Yeah. So if you were to get our number and you come to a meeting and we give you the information and you go and try yourself, or you go to your cousin who is also trying to do that. I've had another person who came. They came to us and then I heard they failed the visa when they went to this other person who does not even know what they're doing. They don't have an office. They don't have anything. They don't have any contacts in the embassy. They don't have anything, and they failed their visa. Okay, so I'm not saying this because I'm trying to deter people from going to use other people. I'm just saying that it's not nice for you to come to us. We give you the information of the things that you need to bring to our office for us to do your visa, and then you just go and use those things. As you come there to the office, you are writing down on a notebook, but you know at the back of your head that you are not actually you will not be coming to ask for us to do that. You know that you are going to do it either yourself or you are going to ask a friend of yours. We've had people who also ask their family members who are in the US, say, oh no, I got the information from this guy's office, help me. And then the friend there tries to fill in the forms online and submit the things, and then the things come back. Because there are lots of things that we do. This process is not an easy process for you to just try like that. But of course, if you are confident enough, hey, go ahead and do it yourself. But I'm just saying that it's not nice for us to give you information, because now we are sitting with you for 2 hours, we give you the information and then you are just using us basically. That's very, very selfish actually. It's a very, very selfish thing. And I'm not saying this because I'm crying over spilled milk. No. We have a lot of clients. Our clients who are proper and who are regular, they are there. I think today I got 4 clients who have paid. Today, 4 clients who have paid their money in full for us to start to do the service for them. Okay, so it's not a big issue. I'm just saying that I needed to voice this out so that the ones who are listening to this audio, they will be able to know, oh, okay, we shouldn't try this, okay? Because it's one, it's not nice. 2, you just don't know. There is a lot of things that we do. Like I said, once you have paid your money and you start coming for preparations, you will see how tough the preparation process is. And all the things that we do, we are getting help from other people, and we need to pay them for the help they are giving us. Okay, for us, if there is something that we are not sure of how to do, we go to our lawyers. I mean, our lawyers also, we pay them, we give them a bill every month. We bill them. I mean, they bill us, and we pay them the money for the service they provided. And sometimes we also involve our lawyers who will check your status in Namibia to say whether you have overstayed. I've had a case of a gentleman from, sorry, not a gentleman, a lady from DRC. Who had overstayed in Namibia for a few days, and she came to, but she even forgot about it. So we had to run her story with our lawyers, and then they got somebody from immigration in Namibia to check that the person has not been, has not had any problems with the immigration before. And when the report came, it gave us the dates when she overstayed. And we went back to her, and she had even forgotten. Maybe she had forgotten, or she didn't want to say it, because we have a question that says, have you ever overstayed in any country? In our form also, in our contract as we are doing. But if you say no, then it's either you are lying or something like that. So we got back to this person and we tell them, okay, this country has a problem with people who have overstayed in Namibia, so don't try there. If you still want to go abroad, try in this country. Okay? So there is a lot of things. People don't understand what it involves, but for me, because I'm working with these things, I'm working with the people and I'm working with these things, I know that there are lots of things. It's not just a simple thing where you can just come to our office and then get information and then you can just run off and do your own thing. Okay, so it's very, very unfair also to do that to people. And remember, karma, what do they call in America? What do they say in America? It's not a good word, but anyway, they say karma is a female dog. It will come back to you later to bite you behind, all right? So remember, whatever you do to others, the same shall you receive, my friend. That is just how it is. Some of the things you look like you've gotten away with it, and then next time you apply for a visa 10 years from now for some other things, and then, or you'll be running a business and then somebody will do that to you like the same way you did to other people. So the best thing to do is do things correctly, do them right, because once your name is tarnished and you have been denied a visa, you have almost just spoiled your own chances. And all that only for $27,700 Namibia that we're charging, and you don't want to pay. We've had people who've gone to the US and they paid their $27,700 to us, and then they go to the US, they got their first job. Within the first month, their first salary is 78,000 Namibia dollars. First salary. Are you telling me that the 27,000 wasn't worth it? If you had tried and you failed, and now you had to try and reappeal and whatnot, and those things are not easy because the US Embassy, for example, doesn't have a lot of steps. They just say, okay, you have failed today. This is the reason why you failed. If you feel like you want to apply again, you are welcome to apply again, because they want that money that they are paying, that you will be paying them. So that is where it ends. And then you have that black spot now on your name to say that this person has been every time you are going to be applying for a visa now for any country, there is always that question that says, have you been denied a visa by any country before? Yes or no? Then you will have to say yes. Because if you say no and they find out, then they will never, you can actually get blacklisted because you have lied. Because dishonesty is something that they take very seriously. Yeah? And then once you say yes, then they will say which country. You need to put the name of the country there. Would you really want that? Instead of just paying a small $27,700. And by the way, when I got my visa, I paid the same amount to the same company. Okay? When I got my US visa, I paid the same amount to the same company. And imagine, I'm a partner in the business. and I'm paying my own money. When my wife got her visa, we all paid the same amount to the same company for us to get our visas. That's why we got our visas. And even our friends who have gotten their visas through us, they have also paid the same amount. And we are doing this to help the nation, but we are also doing it to make sure that the business grows. And the business can only grow from the profits of these proceeds. Okay, so I want to end here and just to caution you to say, if you were to come to us, and remember, we are prayer warriors as well, right? We pray a lot and we pray for the protection of our business. We don't just we don't just stand up like that and just go to work and whatnot. We pray over our business. So God hears our prayers and He knows that we are trying honestly to help people. And because of that, it's between you and God. Whatever you do with the information we give you, if you are greedy enough to not want to do that, and to come and just pay your money so we can do the process for you, and you want to just fish for information from us and then you go and try yourself or try with other agencies and things like that. We've had cases of people who have done that. Came to us, got the information, went to the other agencies and tried. I've even got another client, lastly. This guy is from Kenya. He called me, I gave him he's from Kenya, but he actually lives in the US. He called me and he got the information, and then after that, he was supposed to send 3 people to come from Kenya to come to Namibia so we can apply for their US visas, and he just stopped communicating with me after that. And I know in my heart of hearts that he has already engaged other people to help him, probably from Kenya, because maybe the traveling coming from there to here is difficult or whatever. But that is how it is. I'll be finding out. The contacts, I can simply just find out. I can find out all this information. I'll be able to find out from our contacts, and then just for me to know. I have no hard feelings. I don't hold grudges with anyone. I just want to know, because it's good to know so that I can record a video like this when I know the information and I know that it's true and everything. Then I will be able to caution other people, because some people might do it not thinking it through properly, and others might have thought it through properly, and they just thought, well, these guys, I'll just use them and get my visa to go. I will not pay them for the service, but I'll use their information, I'll use them, their time and things like that. Okay, so let me end there, and all the best of Godspeed. I will be seeing you in the next video. Okay then, take care. Bye-bye.